Good day, everyone. Welcome to Global Government News. Today is Thursday, October 7th, 2010, and I'm Darko. Welcome to this news bulletin. I'm going to cover just a tiny bit of Big Brother, throw in some eugenics, and finish off with just some general information, including the war on terror, liberty, and sovereignty. This first article up here, oh yeah, I have to get used to this, plug my own website. Please, new listeners, visit www.ggnonline.com. That's GGNonline.com. Thank you for checking Global Government News out, and check out that website, and you'll have the most recent videos, news videos I've uploaded. So thank you. And this first article up is Los Angeles to require fingerprint in order to eat lunch. This is from yesterday, and it's carried by CBS News. It says Los Angeles Unified School District is pushing a plan to fingerprint some students before they can get their lunches. Critics say the plan to biometrically identify students could lead to civil rights violations, but the district insists a cashless food system would pose no security or private risk. Wow, it only... yeah, basically it leads to these students, this younger generation, accepting and being conditioned. That's what conditioning is. They don't really have a choice. They're just going to have to deal with it in order to eat. And what will this do? This will condition them to accept a cashless society when it comes, which to me, honestly, I'm 30 years old. I don't know how long I'm going to live because of the eugenics that's being carried out on me among my fellow men and women. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to see it in my lifetime, a cashless society. So this says the Superintendent Ramon Cortines says struggling students who receive free lunches would no longer have to pay with embarrassing tickets. The plan is also designed to save money while speeding up lines. So convenience. It's always the promise of convenience, like body scanners, X-ray scanners. And now they have biometric thumbprint kiosk at the airport, so you can go even faster through the long lines which are made to grope you and make you feel like a slave. It says as the nation's second largest district, the LAUSD serves more than 500,000 meals a day.
The LA Unified School District is pushing a program to fingerprint some kids before they can get their lunch. Critics say it could lead to civil rights violations. CBS 2's Soraya Fidel is live at school district headquarters in downtown LA with a look at why the program is causing so much controversy. Good morning, Soraya.
Well, good morning, Lisa. You know, there are mixed opinions about this, but ultimately district officials tell me the goal is to streamline and save jobs during this economy. District officials want to see this program implemented district-wide at all Los Angeles schools. Ramon Cortines, the superintendent, says he hopes that it is implemented, that right now it is a pilot program. It's in the test phase. Digitizing lunch scans district-wide has stirred a bit of controversy. LAUSD is the second largest school system in the school system across the country. It serves over 500,000 student meals every day. The district is dealing with a $20 million budget cut. Students at Fauché Learning Center are expected to be the first in the district that use a fingerprint-like scanner to biometrically identify them for meals in the lunchroom. District officials say the system poses no security or privacy risks to children or their families and would help bring district cafeterias into the 21st century. It is set up to be a cashless sales system. Critics say that they feel this is an invasion of privacy, but Cortines says this new system will save money and speed up long cafeteria lines.
It's digitizing. There are signals put in the finger. It's nothing like a fingerprint. And what it does, based on the budget cuts that we've had to do, it allows us not to have a people business. You put your finger. You don't give a ticket. You don't then have to count the tickets. You then don't have to turn in the tickets. So what we've done is automate.
So there you go, folks. There's the news trying to cover it, and they actually did a halfway decent job at covering it fairly, but of course you're going to have fascists like this, and it basically defeats what he's just saying. The point and the claim that he's trying to say is that it creates jobs. Well, excuse me, sir, but automation and getting the human element out of it is, well, that's crushing jobs, right? That's a person that usually accepts those tickets and handles that cash. So see, you guys don't, I don't know, I know you guys understand, but just people in general, the people that push this in the schools that allow it to happen, and like this individual right here, talking about bringing it into the 21st century. Man, that's just some scary stuff right there, saying that, bringing it into the 21st century. Well, that was just the first article, and I'm already 1/3 of the way through this video, and I got stuff I got to cover, so please check this out. Just horrible, horrible stuff, man. This is what really makes me not want to bring children into this world. It says, share text files and kill all humans, iPhone apps of the week, and a good deal of you may have already seen this, so I'm not going to cover it too much. Just show you a little picture and tell you that it's basically about killing humans and getting more points, because us humans, we're bad, and we're killing the earth just by breathing, and we need to limit CO2. It says Dubuque uses smart meters to get a handle on water consumption. That's right, because there's always scarcity. There's scarcity in everything. It's called artificial scarcity. The city of Dubuque, Iowa, has teamed with IBM on a project to better understand water consumption and conservation in the municipality. The smarter sustainable, remember sustainable means eugenics, guys, so when you see that word sustainable, that means eugenics. Population reduction. It says Sustainable Dubuque Water Pilot Study. Their goal was to show how informed and engaged citizens can help make their city sustainable. The study started in September and will run to December, and initial study results will be available by the end of the year. Just wanted to throw this out there real quick, that when this video right here said this is a pilot program, that they're testing it, that's what they're doing. They are testing it on the public. They're testing society to see whether they will accept this. Now they're banging their pots and pans and saying, well, privacy, privacy. Well, if you are semi-aware, you realize that you have no privacy left. This is the age of no privacy. So they're basically testing the public to see what how they're gonna react to this, and that's the same with this. They're just testing them. And of course, you have EcoSnoop, which is basically an application for iPhones that allow neighbors to spy and report their neighbors for wasting water or doing anything that's not environmentally friendly. Says initially 300 volunteer residents, of course volunteer, right? It's all about community, about the communism, communitarianism, Sovietism. Residents will participate. It says Dubuque is in the process of installing smart water meters throughout the city. Over the next several months, data will be collected and analyzed, providing information and insight on consumption trends and patterns that will enable both the volunteers and city management to conserve water and lower costs, right? So it's all about you using less and spending more in the name of saving the planet. It's totally ridiculous, and this is the society that you live in. This, again, covered yesterday. Not going to cover it today. Just wanted to throw it up there in a highlight. Please check out the link. I'm going to post it again. Just crazy stuff that it's up here in mainstream propaganda. Army embeds active duty PSYOP soldiers at local TV stations. We already know that they're doing this and paying bloggers to portray the U.S. government and military and all the other agencies in a positive light and fix the facts, because we know that the internet is nothing but falsities and lies, and so if you hear it or read it on the internet, it's most likely fantasy land and doesn't exist. So they have to come out there and fix the facts. So this next one is culprits identified in worldwide honeybee die-off, and of course they're going to have the experts come and tell you, why are the bees all disappearing? They're not going to tell you that it could be due to the amount of spraying of barium, aluminum oxides, along with synthetic and nanoparticles, little transceivers, or maybe it's not the stuff that's actually in the plants themselves that are GMO, but no, they basically go down here and say they pinpoint pinpointed the culprit, which is a fungus and a virus, both of which flourish in cool, wet environments. Kind of like cancer, right? Ooh, it's like a virus. Well, they don't say it's a virus, but they say it's totally genetic. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're lacking an essential vitamin and nutrient, and that if you try to find that nutrient, you're going to have a hard time locating it. Says mom's flu shot may protect baby after birth. Hey, guess that? Who would have guessed this, guys? Infants exposed to influenza vaccine had less illnesses, increased antibodies, and study finds. And this is from HealthDay, and it says when expectant mothers get a flu vaccination, they not only protect themselves throughout their pregnancy, but they may also help safeguard their babies against flu for the first few months of the. And it goes to a study that was published online October 4th in the Archives of Pediatrics and Adolescent Medicine that found that when women were vaccinated in the second or third trimester of pregnancy, their babies were significantly less likely to get the flu, and the baby's blood showed evidence of antibodies to the flu. So this is just it's just ridiculous. I mean, I think we understand that that the autism link is pretty self-evident, and that these vaccines have something to do with you know, the central nervous system, and it basically fries it and shocks it, especially when you're between the ages of 1 and 3 and infants. And now they're talking about vaccinating pregnant women, just so that they see. I wondered why pregnant women were at the forefront of the vaccination campaign last year, but now I realize it's actually more of a nefarious goal, which is they don't care about the mother. They just want to try to kill the child off as soon as possible, and that's just the dark world that we live in. I've talked to this with friends, and about how you are being attacked before you're even born, before you're even shot out of your mother's womb. You're having eugenics carried out on you until the day you die. And when you die, most likely it's going to be an indirect or direct cause, which is associated to eugenics. So you're lucky if you're even born, and if you are born, you're lucky if you make it past 10 years old. Says many Americans plan to skip flu shot this year. Surveys suggest more than 40% of adults will forego a vaccine, while a third of moms won't vaccinate their kids. Got to keep moving on, running out of time. Novartis, Craig Venter to create synthetic vaccines. Well, they have already had synthetic materials in last year's H1N1 flu shot. I read about that. It says Novartis agreed to use technology from Synthetic Genomics Vaccines Incorporated, a company run by genome pioneer Craig Venter, in an effort to cut the time needed to develop influenza shots. So just like the adjuvant squalene and that's used to make it go longer, now they're going to use synthetics to make it faster, so that they want to be able to have more eugenics faster. Kill more in less time. Wayward baggage handler causes Pennsylvania security scare. These things always kind of make me laugh. You could say over paranoid, but they're not over paranoid. This is what the system is, and they're just conditioning and acclimating the public to it. Says U.S. Airway workers loading a Bermuda-bound plane grew suspicious of whether another baggage handler was allowed to be near a jet and confronted him, leading the man to flee and forcing transportation security officials to remove passengers and rescan their luggage. Says down here, officials believe he was authorized to be in the section of the airport, but not at that particular place. And just an everyday normal occurrence, Israeli airstrikes injure 9 in Gaza. The EU and U.S. hold talks after a terror alert causes alarm. We are, of course, heading closer to 10-10-10, which is anything that's in triple digits is usually something that's a little significant or of importance to the powers that be. It says Barack Obama accused of exaggerating terror threat for political gain. It says Pakistani diplomat launches scathing attack on White House, and European intelligence claims raised terror alerts nonsensical. U.S. terror alert politically motivated. This is from Press TV. Americans need to get perspective on terrorism, says expert on counter-terror. So as they're ramping up the fear, telling us the sky is going to fall and terrorists are going to kill us all, they're saying, oh, you're just overreacting, public. We got you. We're looking after you. You're safe. We can absorb an attack, it says. Just give us all your privacy and your rights. This is in the Raw story. JP Morgan thug breaks into home, not in foreclosure. Corrupt banking system runs Europe. 2010 deficit near 1.3 trillion. UN climate chief calls for moves beyond national interest and talks, basically redistribution of wealth. And hey, go figure, the sun actually plays a role in climate.